kind of fighter to fight because he's hard to hit and he hits hard.
Round 2 begins. Jones comes out in his conventional stance, back to the usual routine, and throwing the jab, something he didn't do against Tony in his most noteworthy performance.
Where most boxers practice and go out and do what they practice, sometimes their hands just automatically go. Roy Jones will not do anything unless he sees it. That makes him hard to hit because after he throws that punch, he's looking at your shoulder to make sure he's not going to get hit back.
And he has enormous confidence in his own intelligence. Roy is pretty convinced that he sees everything well in the ring and can think of what to do next. He doesn't look for answers. He thinks he has them.
Step back, got you.
Action slowing a little bit in round 2 as Thornton is reluctant to throw punches here.
Roy Jones is smart. He's starting to land some body punches too. Normally you won't see that in a good boxer. We go down to the body just in case I'm around here 12 rounds. I'm going to take some of this energy away from this guy.
This is more than a minute of conventional boxing for Jones working behind the jab, and Thornton might not have thought he'd see it. Now Roy getting fancy as he polo punches with the right hand. Thornton not quick enough to stop Jones's combinations, and now Thornton moves forward and momentarily stops Jones from punching by throwing his own.
Jones may get hurt, but he never loses focus. He stays focused, stays in the old orthodox stance. Why? Because you can only clown so much.
Oh! Low blow by Jones. Referee Brian Gary steps in and says, get him up.
All right, that's it. Keep it up.
Tony Thornton, according to punch stat numbers, has thrown 4 punches in the round. Now there are a couple of pawing lefts from Thornton. In his last fight against Vinny Pazienza, Roy Jones pitched a shutout in the 4th round, when for the first time in punch stat number history, Pazienza didn't land a punch in an entire round. It had never happened before.
Thornton was able to land 1 jab. Now to the outside observer, that means nothing. But hey, he had not been able to land 1 jab all night. Now he's got 1 in. Next time you get 2 in, and you're getting closer and closer to reaching Roy Jones.
You got to climb a mountain 1 hand at a time.
That's it, 1 punch at a time.
It was before the bell. It was before the bell. Thornton gets up easily to beat the 8 count. And now that's the end of round number 3.
It cannot be saved by the bell. He was saved because he got up at the count of 8.
Yeah, the round ended. You're all right. They gave him the count after the bell. The round ended. You all right? Put it down. Put it down.
A leaping left hand puts Thornton down, and let us remind you, he has never been knocked out.
I hope you're pulling back from it. You know better than that. Okay? You're pulling.
Here it is. Reflexes and power like this are rare to see. It's like seeing a combination ballet dancer and bouncer.
What a punch.
He puts no body into his punches either. All fist, like hands of stone.
But his shoulder gets into it. There's something
No,
unique.
it's all fist. He's got a hard he's got a good forearm there. Something. There's nothing in that but
Number 3.
fist power.
Do it.
Well, let's face it, he's unbelievably strong for 168 pounds. There's growing discussion about whether he can someday fight heavyweights.
Unbelievably strong is a good word.
Come on now, keep him up. Come on.
Jones in that round, 31 of 84, 37%. Thornton landed 5 of 18 punches in round 3. Or round 2, I should say. Thornton in trouble. Can't punch back.
Come on, Tony, gotta fire. Gotta fire, Tony. Gotta fire. That's it. That's it. That's it.
That'll do it.
All right, brother. Too much.
His shoulder hurt.
Too much.
The referee did him a good favor.
Thornton pointed to his left shoulder. He's had problems with his left arm in the past. Apparently he threw it out.
Roy Jones utterly destroying an opponent who had never previously been knocked out in a 44-fight professional career.
And that looked like about a 44 punch combination in that last 10 or 12 seconds.
He was looking at every punch he threw. That's fantastic. Fantastic, because generally guys panic and start lunging forward. This guy kept looking and watching what he was doing.
Another memorable performance. The 30th win in a row, the 26th knockout for the man many regard as the best there is.
Well, in one sense, really, his only opponent right now is Pernell Whitaker in the pound-for-the-pound battle, and he has been winning more spectacularly in his recent fights.
If he steps up to the heavyweight, we better get another apartment.
Couldn't fire. All right.
Well, what do you think, George? Will he someday fight against heavyweights? I mean, he's talking about it. Not against guys like you. He admits that he could never go against somebody like you who would have a functional 30, 40, 50-pound weight advantage. But he's talking about maybe Tyson.
Yeah, he's got the same thing Tyson has going from quickness, speed, and power. He puts on another, what, 45, 50 pounds of muscle. I wouldn't want him. Everybody else better watch out.
Well, actually, who do you want? But then again, that's another discussion.
This guy beat a good fighter tonight, a good, solid fighter.
Excellent. Yeah, a guy who wasn't going to give anything away. Right now, let's go up to ring announcer Michael Buffer for the official particulars.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Brian Gary calls a halt to the bout. The official time, 2 minutes. Pardon me, 45 seconds. That's 45 seconds of round number 3. The winner, victory number 30. He is still the undefeated super middleweight champion of the world, Roy